How's it going, beautiful people? My name is Rhys Dragon, and welcome back to more Azur Lane. Last time, we started Khorovod of Dawn's Rime, which if I pronounced that as Khorovod last video, I am very sorry. I'm American, we don't pronounce things right, we just win wars. Nothing makes me laugh more than nice now some days.
好きかちょっと眠いいとこああそうだあの子たちを迎えに行きましょう
I hope blame you for being a bit sleepy horned as it's not even 8 o'clock yet. I got to work a little bit early because I had nothing else to do with my day. Because shit, no reason I did that commission of that's a good thing or two. Also, hey, a bunch of my orders for the day finished. Let's see what we got here. How have I never gotten her before? Okay then, another Northampton, like my 7th Pennsylvania, Alba, and... seems like a joke and I'm the punchline. Do. Can't slam the desk because this thing's a little bit fragile. I could just smash it. I'm a big strong man with big strong arms. Or rather, it's not that I'm strong, just the desk is really freaking fragile. Just my laptop screen is trying to sit back where it's comfortable. Also, if you can see, Rage Cage just passed out in the background. Poor girl's tanked. I'm kidding. The woman doesn't even drink. I don't really drink either, just because I really don't like alcohol. Suppose so. Yeah, I'd rather not have beer. I mean, I am kind of putting on weight, but I just blame that on quarantine and the fact that I really don't go out except for like the store or anything. Oh, check it out, I just went there. No, I want to go here. I just kind of walk you guys by my daily routine just so you can see like what I do in the mornings. At this game, this is the same thing I do whether you guys are here or not. And now, hey, let's... I don't like 2 histories, let's do something about the game. So, it's not an evil kind of... an ammunition type of the game. Flare shells. I'm too good. I do 2 in a day. That's unfortunate, I wanted to pop off. Because I am incredibly intelligent. It's like these rental outfits, but I don't have any of the girls yet. If I had to rank them from least favorite to favorite, Sapayev, Kyurov, Savitskaya, Belarusia. If you guys are gonna fight me on that, you've chosen the wrong hill to die on. Anyway. 8-2, Convergence. Allies carry out a daring feint to buy more time. The enemy showed out sign of retreat. Protect the sanctum at all costs. And we're going with, I feel like my British and Italian fleet have no air cover, which is a little bit annoying. But do I really need air cover on these missions? The British fleet and the Italian ship. Actually, I would prefer to have some air cover, but I'll have like... I guess my German fleet will work with Zeppi. Northern Parliament, Arcana Sector offshore. Good morning, Commander. I'm Rhys, from the fleet in charge of the city's defense. Flags up the defense fleet Talon. It's currently busy commanding, so I'm in charge of making sure you make it all dock safely. Right this way. How's the current situation? Subscribe Versailles may have already begun her offensive. The Cybermen started to significantly change their behavior today. I haven't seen them pull their forces back as much as we were hoping. Said their attacks have been more ferocious than ever. Launching the attack at their pace, but in addition to some signs of being flustered, but instead turned into being around, she's somehow doubled down on the offensive. It's indeed the best decision for the Sirens, given their lack of concern for casualties. I have underestimated their decision-making just because of their comical demeanor. She is the mastermind behind the irons of the Arctic front, after all. There's nothing more to it than that. Based on mighty plural fleets, clarity of mind is not enough to account for the fact that they can't sufficiently reinforce their front lines. As long as there are the remaining forces here, the sanctum will no longer be in danger. With that, we start looking for the things we came here for. I agree. That's what Talon had in mind as well. I feel he's currently holding the enemy back from several directions. Let's play it cool until we have everything under control. Beyond this, the fighting is pretty fierce out here. We can use the help. So, comrade, I hope you'll be able to let us your aid to the sanctum. Sure didn't come here to sightsee. What is there to see? Snow? Oh gee, I'm from California. I never get that. Towards the field, the inside the sanctum is simply stunning. After we clear out the enemies, I'll show you exactly what I mean. I don't beg at old temples or Minsk. Hey, we're actually into the, actually less than 10 minutes in this time. All 27s and the fleet 15 as per fleet instead of the 10 last time, so it seems like I've tried. I have air superiority, not air superiority plus, because I'm using Zempi instead of one of my more dedicated carrier fleets. Thank you. Now turn off auto combat. I'm here. I keep forgetting to do that before recordings. Like usually when I'm done on the battle, I just log off for the day and do other things. Because when I log off, I like auto mode, ride hard stages for like retrofit parts, then do my exercises, and then I leave for the day. So I have to check back up if I'm doing like some shorter commissions or something, but that's about it. And I next think I have enough Ironblood ships to make a second Ironblood fleet instead of changing this one because this is already freaking perfect. Like these fleets, I would say, has no real weaknesses. Sure, there's a bit of a lack of carrier cover, but that's not much I can do that other than like swap out a carrier. And base market Turpins make an invincible front line. Or back line. And my front line, Eugen is my first elf, so I have to deploy her in some kind of capacity. And then Mimi and Ron are very good. I forgot to equip depth charge in the Khorovod BDA. Well, I didn't know you dropped here. Hello, Your Majesty. Hello, Your Royal Majesty. I do like how that skill just allows me to get off strikes like submarine attacks if I'm not submarine range. What I really want to know is if I can stack their fingers with submarine attacks, deal like up to 30% of their HP and raw damage before we even begin the fight. Probably not because that'll be a bit broken, but man can dream, right? Unfortunately, my Italian fleet doesn't have as much power as my British fleet because I don't have as high priority ships. As you can see, I have 3 commons, 3 SRs instead of my usual configuration of elites and SRs. Actually, I only think I have 1 elite on my British fleet at this point, that being Edinburgh, because I do have a soft spot for her. And also because she's very serviceable. I still find it funny that out of my fleet, everyone's kind of a schemer except for Carbinia. She's just like, what the hell is wrong with you people? Yeah, between episodes I do need to remember to put some depth charts in Carbinia. It's a regular scheduled transmission. Dear comrade, we've already reached our destination and now are holding our position. I haven't seen any higher tier sirens like here yet. I like how Tosca does 2 jackets. You have the sweater, then the big coats. So yeah, I had your sirens like yet, but I'm sure they'll be able to. Sure they'll be forced to come out as long as we keep fighting. How are things on your end, dear comrade? Sirens here have gotten any stronger. They gambled success. However, the sirens around the sanctum haven't pulled back either, and we're currently engaging them. I see. Well, I believe in you. Teach them a harsh lesson for me. Over. And Consultant Winter's crown is going smoothly. Unfortunately, we're facing more resistance here than expected. The more times we pass to emitter, the more... Fuck off. Her behavior seems. The way she acts says little about the way she commands. I concur. I've witnessed their cunning ambushes time and time again along the Arctic routes. It's hard to be ruthlessly cutting attacks coming from that clown. That's all. You have a theory, though. Commander, these sirens are supposed to be some kind of program, right? There's not much we understand about the sirens. Based on the Nebulation's classification, sirens are more structurally similar to machines than they are to organic life forms. That explains a lot about it for Northern. Normally lower-level siren units are simply mindless tools of destruction, whereas higher-tier humanoid sirens exhibit both knowledge and intelligence, and have absolute command over the lower-level units. Almost like a hive of bees commanded by a queen. Right, that's the impression I get. In theory, you eliminate the flutter of the siren by taking out the command structure. In reality, the sirens often have multiple command units. Each command units can use special flagships to remotely relay their orders. Theory rarely stacks up to reality on the battlefield. Given that fact, there's obviously a better way for sirens to communicate that will make them more efficient, but also be more machine-like. How do they need to take on human personalities? Eldritch horror factor? Can't say I've considered this before. Perhaps trying to explain our empathy to be in advance of the battlefield. What's your take on this, comrade? We cast ourselves in our image. The bodies of young girls match the ship ratings. The siren commanders are similar to us in many ways. Do you think the sirens may be a product of humankind? Of that kind of knowledge, I say it's quite likely that sirens were constructed. In any case, whoever created these sirens must know us very well. They make very interesting points. The purpose of why them in this manner, sure they must be some kind of disguise to let them get closer to us. They sound like us, they look like us. The sirens explain our similarities to constantly influence our thinking and interfere with our judgments, even without us being aware of it. This battle is proof of that. It shows a battle situation based on an assessment of Omitter's outward personality. Wearing emotions as a disguise gives the illusion of having common ground, of being able to communicate. But in fact, underneath those expressions, they're cold-blooded killing machines. How terrifying. Like demons that adorn themselves with the trappings of men, but humans are their victims. Indeed, just like what the name they've given themselves symbolize. Speaking of which, did humans say them sirens, or is that what they call themselves? In service, the sirens are already known as sirens. Now not much else beyond that. I don't think I remember either. It looks like whoever's discovered them named them sirens, as mysterious enemies that emerge from the ocean. They're showing off destructive potential. Wouldn't it make more sense to call them leviathans or something? My siren. You have points. They've been called that for so long, I'm not sure anyone has an explanation for the origin of that name. The actions keep referring to something as audacious. That's something to do with the sirens' real identities? Remakes. Your person's been using the mark today. Have you recently changed your hobby from observing small animals to using terms of philosophy? Whether you're observing nature or reading books, the quest for knowledge goes for a long way. Is that totally quotable? To be honest, I haven't found this thing since meeting from my commander today. I see. I can only hope that this we seek lie beyond the doors of the arcade sanctum. And we pray the solution to our problem also lies beyond those doors. How many ships left? 3. Now my German fleet mopped them up. I actually can't stack it, I think. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that was a fleet that was already hit by my siren. Or by submarines. Also, I do wish to share a bit of it. No, now's not the time for it. I would share one of my personal theories on Azur Lane, but this definitely isn't the video for it. I need to make a more dedicated video for something as heavy as what I predict, instead of just one of my more comedic Let's Plays. I don't make these very seriously, as you can tell by my demeanor. Yes, sirens are probably one of the more interesting antagonists. The fact that they're in a fucking gotcha is very interesting. Also, in terms of what the sirens, in terms of, is the name sirens what they call themselves versus some humanity gave to them? As I saw in Azur Lane Crosswave, which may actually cover in a few videos in the future, the sirens do, like, use names that aren't given to them by the, Navy. Seem to have no real names until humanity gives them one. And Antiochus is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, as it's something that I've only read and not seen. Or I've never heard, but only read. It's another interesting thing, often brought up in Operation Siren, which I'd love to get further in. My ships don't have the fucking levels. Which is a little bit frustrating, but hey, you win some, you lose some. In my case, I lose most, because just... Alright, that's all the enemies and 7 escort fleets. Let's get the boss. Sorry, my nose is just... I'm feeling a little bit under the weather this week, which is a bit of why I haven't been uploading, but right now I kind of owe it to you guys as an apology by uploading some stuff over the weekend. So, yeah, this is my life. Peacebreaker. I remember you being more brutal. Also, hey, I just saw that. Apparently Carbinier does have death charges, and I was wrong. Am I wrong? Because she's not watching. Oh, yeah, she does. I'm just an idiot. Oh, well. Let's work. To wrap up things over here, I do believe it's my first time meeting you in person. And, Commander, I'm the flagship of the Secret Room's defense fleet, heavy cruiser Talon. And I'm sure you already know Murmansk. Fuck Russian. You'll give a cooler in person than through the communicator, comrade. Over here's another member of the defense fleet, Destroyer Gromky. Murmansk. My commander, my name is Gromky, Destroyer from Northern Parliament. I hope I'll be able to assist you in this operation. I like the Tanuki. We expect the Sirens to call our bluff and ignore our offense on the Winter's Crown. Fortunately, the worst is behind us, and the sanctum is safe. Commander, this is our first time working together. I need no further convincing about your abilities. I'm glad to hear that. Don't get me wrong, this isn't some attempt at flattery. I'm merely stating objective facts. Since a domineering aura from Talon is flexible fleet that have been fighting tooth and nail, on top of her experience in the Iron Blood, she was a force to be reckoned with. Is it safe? That means right here somewhere? You guessed it, comrade. Go to the pound, then. It's kept a very close eye on this place. It's still surrounded by icebergs and freezing winds. Somehow are at least waters then? That's the husk of Siren ships, destroyed clearing previous engagements, and various logistic forces try to clear them away. Look to the distance, all I see is the frozen sea being blanketed by endless white snow. No traces of platforms, facilities, or any other man-made object for that matter. Or as I can tell, there's nothing in here that makes us stand out from the other places I've seen across the Arctic. Man, it looks completely lost. None of you say anything. Oh, do you remember how shocked we were when we first came here? What did we think? Hey, the car on our rite of passage. Don't worry, Talon. Everything's been taken care of. My job is to connect as soon as the battle ends. Just about the time? We should be about ready. Ready for what? We're going underwater, Combat Commander. Don't just stare at the distance. Make sure to watch your feet as well. Underwater? I can't swim! Far from me, a massive object can be seen ramming the ice from beneath. What the hell is that? Is that something I don't get paid enough for? Anyway, that's 34%, so I need 2 more clears to finish that off completely. I'll cut that out, but first, allow me to show you my builds. Let's see what I can get today, eh? 1 hour and 5 minutes. And once more into the breach. 4 hours. We all know what that is. It's either... Actually, that's a carrier. Ooh, could that be Ark Royal? The game outwitted me, plain and simple. And I'll throw one on this just to see what I can get out of it. And I don't think the two of you are mermaids, but hey, we got one. Let's go. And now I'll cut for a bit and be back for the final run. I have returned once more, as you can see. 2 stars, everything cleared out. All left to do is beat down this boss one final time. Fishbaker just keeps getting bullied. It's not my fault, it's just the most frequent boss for events these days. And also just punching her in the face is fun. Take that out of context, I fucking dare you. Wow, I get sassy when I'm tired. I was launching depth charges at Peacebreaker. No, I'm metal, but I'm not that metal. I like guitars. Hail for cannon fire may not be enough to face you, comrade, but seeing this really caught you off guard, huh? It's like, I was gonna make Fast and Furious reference like that. Move it the nuclear submarine. Dude, I never expected to see something like this here. I don't understand. Is this kind of vessel? It's kind of shit out of the ice. The mechanical roar, the violent cracking of the ice, surging of the ocean beneath, a symphony of sounds rushed together as the world around me shook. As if I was witnessing the summoning of an otherworldly beast. Oh, God. When the weather is warmer, this area doesn't stay frozen over like it is now. Warm? In Russia? You're full of it. I say what have it now. We can use this icebreaker submarine to carry out our grand mission. Icebreaker submarine? I don't think the Naval HQ or any of the other factions have seen a vessel like this. Of course they haven't. This is the latest multifunctional tactical submarine developed independently by the Northern Parliaments. As you can see, due to its size, you can't just call it a submarine anymore. It's a submersible ship. Sovskaya Rosaya should have already taken you to some of the laboratories used to test for Winston Q's power supply. See before you is an example of one of the first of that research. Powering it with wisdom cubes ensured this behemoth's power and endurance. Of course, it is more than capable of fighting as well, though it can only be used as an icebreaker while surface. They can transform into an underwater combat platform when submerged. The Adjustable has on board provides us with excellent firepower coverage, combined with its ability to freely navigate the Arctic Ocean, including huge parts of the sea covered in ice. Alongside it's able to stay submerged, we have high expectations for this new class of ship in any future conflicts. These are our combat platform, the ability to engage in anti-submarine warfare. Is this the reason why we didn't see many Siren submarines in the previous battles? You got it. It takes submarines, supposed to take us underwater, more or less. Rosaya, Commander, please board the submarine so that we can prepare to dive. Let's go, comrade. You'll be able to see the reason why we brought you here. Thank goodness I'm not gonna have to deal with hypothermia. I can't handle cold. Well, that was fairly exciting. Nothing is strong enough to face off against my heavy fleets. That's kind of why I went in with my Italian fleet, because it's probably my weakest. Well, wait, I just got a cube. Oh, because I said the wrong thing. I want to do lights. Yes. 1 hour and 20 minutes. I, once again, do not think that is anything worth my time, although we'll check the wiki. Usually I prefer to do that. That time was just YOLO build because I was on camera and I wanted to be funny. No. Definitely not worth it. I will not burn a quick finisher on you. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really does the channel well. I'm so glad that my last video got a lot more views than I do on average. I said the last one got all of 2. Anyway, Rhys the Dragon, signing off.